Welcome back to Frontline Realty Podcast, where the firehouse meets the open house. I'm Jared, one of the team leads for Frontline Legacy Group, with Dane, the other team lead for Frontline Legacy Group.
He's also the team owner. He's being humble.
I'll be a team owner too. So we got a cool episode here. I think this is episode number 8.
Yeah, episode number 8. And we will be addressing some of the myths of hiring a solo agent versus hiring
the
solar, yeah, the really efficient ones.
Only works during the daytime.
Actually,
those are real people.
Yeah, those are real people. Okay, anyways, solo agent versus a team, which we are the Frontline Legacy Group. We are a team. We're made of mostly first responders and mostly firemen. We got a couple cops in there, and then a couple agents who are not first responders.
They're related. They're married to one. That's how I was able to work out.
They are in the business by marriage.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for top 10?
I'm ready.
All right. Myth number 1. I'll just be passed around and won't know who my agent is.
Is that for a team versus a solo agent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true at all. At least not in our team aspect. So whatever team member you're working with is going to be one-on-one with you. Obviously, no matter what the transaction is, there's always going to be a team lead that's involved as well. Mm-hmm. But you still have that one-on-one personal time. They're still going to be the ones, let's say, if they're helping you buy a house, they're still going to be the one negotiating the deals, writing the contracts, handling your release of contingencies, your inspections, you're selling a house. They're going to be the ones coordinating your photos, your showings, your open houses. They're going to be your main point of contact for everything. So the only time, at least for us, where we step in as team leads if they have like a conflict of another appointment. So then we'll be in contact. But it's going to be there's going to be at least 2 of us you're going to be in contact with constantly, especially when you go under contract. Then that's where Dane will step in as a transaction coordinator, so he'll be in there involved to you as well. So always your main team member is going to be that point of contact. You definitely don't get shuffled around. You're always going to have that accountability.
Something that you would also see with the team is when we onboard new agents, I especially try to get as many new agents into showings and consultations as many as possible, so that new agent has experience. But that's also a great time for the client, you guys, to tell that new agent, these are my good experiences with agents, and then these are my bad ones, and then that new agent will have something to bring forward to their first or next client. Mm-hmm. All right, myth number 2. A solo agent will give me more personal attention. We're just kind of saying the same thing as the first one.
Yeah, I mean, that's not true at all. I can't tell you how many, even after my past client. I mean, we have one of our clients that just got our logo tattooed on his arm.
You did?
Yeah, we'll talk all the time, even if it's about real estate or what it's not. So I'd say we give plenty of personal attention, the same as because we basically are solo agents as a team.
Yeah.
So that's how we run it as.
So we share resources. We bounce a lot of opinions around. We spend a lot of time in our group chats and phone calls, group conversations, Zoom calls, bringing experiences to each other. So we are getting the experience of what a solo agent would get in a couple of years in 1 year with us, because we're bringing all this information back to our team members.
Yeah, we've learned the hard way, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is much better to have the knowledge up front than learn it firsthand. Okay, number 3. Teams are only about volume, not quality.
That's not true.
No.
Actually, in our team, this is kind of cool how we have it set up. Each individual team member gets their own volume credit. It's not about the team owner and everything, so we can care less about the volume and stuff. We're just, really honestly, our whole mission is for the first responder community. We take, a portion of our closings and we donate back to different departments. But I know there are teams out there that are just trying to break records and set everything, but I don't think they give you less service than a solo agent.
No.
Some of those bigger teams actually have way more resources than any solo agent could have. And I can tell you, like when I was a solo agent, you're on an island by yourself.
Yeah.
So like, what's that Castaway movie with Wilson?
Castaway.
It is kind of, well, I was saying, what was the guy's name? Yeah.
I don't know the character's name.
Tom Hanks.
I know Wilson.
Wilson is pretty much that's your broker.
The volleyball.
Tom Hanks is the agent. That's pretty much sums up being a solo agent and stuff. So
that's so funny. Wilson is the broker.
And he just doesn't talk back. That's pretty much verbatim how it is in real life.
So again, he's being humble, which he didn't do on purpose. But with the frontline team, if you look at any of our media, you can't really pick out who the owner is. He never calls himself the owner. It's not the Jared Lee team. It's the frontline legacy group. That is how we treat it. There's no me I on this team.
It's everybody's team.
Yeah. The myth number 4: I'll pay more to work with the team.
Actually, we charge less than solo agents.
Yeah,
and
we share resources.
Yeah, we share resources. We have a lot of partners that solo agents don't have. So, which is why we're able to do a lot of the programs and like with cross country, like the line of duty death benefit for first responders if they're buying a house, the home warranty. When you purchase a house with us, we give everybody a 1-year home warranty just for peace of mind.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that. I mean, we're able to do it just because of the volume we do as a team. We put it into a pot, and we can kind of just trip it out that way. But
yeah, and because we're not all centrally located, we're kind of dispersed around Northeast Ohio, and we're just now getting back into down into the Columbus market. Yeah. My referral for businesses and contractors and services looks different than Jared's, because his business is further north. So if I get a listing outside of my normal area or a buyer, I can go to Jared and say, hey, I don't have a construction company that's going to fix X, X, and X on a timely manner, or it's going to cost too much to get them that far away from where they normally do business. So having a dispersed team is actually really beneficial.
Yeah, and like you said, we're going to be in Columbus now, which is going to be huge.
Yeah. What are we on? 5? Yeah, we're on 5. A solo agent will negotiate harder because it's their deal.
Dude, I feel like these questions are favoring the solo agent, and I don't think it matters one way or the other. If it's a solo agent or a team member or a team, it just comes down to that specific agent. They're going to negotiate hard for you or not. I would think everybody would give you their best effort.
Yeah.
So that question, that one doesn't really. Either way, I don't think anyone's going to fight for you any differently. We're all, get paid out the same. So,
yeah, I mean,
I can see maybe like if it's their only deal of the year where they're going to like do whatever they can, and this is kind of the caveat to that they're probably not more trying to favor getting you the house, but like
they're trying to close.
They're trying to get it closed.
Yeah,
so they might just like nudge you like something that you're like, okay, you really need to make this work. But on a team, the team's going to put your best foot forward regardless.
Yeah, and again, that's coming back to resources and experiences. When I'm in a tough spot, I'll call Jared or the other team lead, Tim Wagner, and be like, hey, I haven't seen this yet. Have you guys? And they'll be like, oh yeah, this is what we did, and this is how it worked out. So I'll bring that back to my clients.
The accountability of a team also for their team members, and a solo agent can be a rogue agent, and just there's nobody except for the broker keeping them accountable. But this is all of our names on this team that we built, so we're not going to let anybody
tarnish it.
Yeah, tarnish it or steer a client wrong just for personal gain.
Yeah.
And we have zero tolerance for that.
No, and we also don't have a minimum on our team. Well, I guess technically we do now. So we have our minimum for agents is 2 a year, and it's not getting kicked off the team. It's just being brought back into more training. Mm-hmm. So we're on our team. We're not saying, oh, you have to do 10 transactions or you're kicked off. So they're not trying to push deals through. They're trying to put the right deal through. Mm-hmm. That's very important. 6, teams don't know the market as well as solo agents.
You know how many solo agents I've seen that are the the specialist or the hometown agent in this city, and then all of a sudden you see another post where it says they're, hometown agent specialist in this city. Everybody bounces around from zip code to zip code. I would think a team, and I can say this, wholeheartedly with our team aspect, that if I don't know a certain area, but this client, I have a really great relationship with this client, I'm going to, piggyback off of your guys' knowledge of living in the area.
Yeah.
It's going to bring me up to speed and stuff. Nobody has every different zip code memorized 100%. Obviously, if you're, you live in the area, you know the area like the back of your hand, but a lot of these agents, everybody sells everywhere.
Yeah.
So within a certain radius.
Yeah, that's how business is.
The nice thing about the team is we have so many resources and so many different members that probably live in certain areas that can actually bring that, be that extra pair of hands for that if they're looking or like, hey, I would, can't say I would stay away from this area, but this is a good deal compared to what I've seen in that area.
Yeah.
That'd be good for them.
Oh, I 100% agree with all that. 7, a team means less accountability.
Not in our case.
No, we have a lot of accountability.
Yeah, we do. We run it like a firehouse, and we are all about. I don't want to say, I want to say accountable. I don't want to say public shaming like what the team members. We're not going to. We have processes and for a reason about how things are supposed to be done, and the time manner is supposed to be done, and how things are supposed to be submitted. So there's no hiccups at all.
Yeah.
So with a solo agent, you got to think like after like 3 or 4 deals they got under contract, they may have a transaction coordinator, but it's going to be hard for them to keep all that, accountable, and I mean, I'm sure they can do it, but it's I know when I get stretched thin, I kick something to another team member just so that client's not, underserviced. So for accountability and stuff, we have that down to a bag. We have a whole, how many SOGs do you have?
It was 72. I think it got moved up. I think it's 73 or 74 now.
All right, so we have like 74 operating guides for each team member that they have to read through and sign that they went through about our practices and how we do things for every situation.
Yeah.
So accountability is not an issue with the team. There's a lot of teams that have that similar structure set up with their team members, and like I said, it's we're all wearing the same T-shirt, just like the firehouse, and when one person steps out of line and doesn't do something they shouldn't, we all know about it, and we all address it together. So.
Yeah, and there's a trickle down, and I guess trickle up effect that if there's an agent who's going quote unquote rogue, the whole team feels it.
Yeah, and it's a zero tolerance, so we will not allow that on our team.
Nope. All right, myth number 8: a solo agent will always be there when I need them.
Well, I mean, solo agents have lives too.
Yeah.
I know quite a few solo agents that they won't show anything on Sundays and or after a certain time and stuff. And I would think that team members are able to flex their schedule a little bit more, saying if last minute they want to show something. I mean, I'm sure people have had this happen where they're like, I want to see a house, and the solo agent will be like, well, I can't, I'm booked, I don't have any time. And I'm sure that's frustrating for the homeowner.
Yeah.
Or not the homeowner, but the buyer and stuff. And I could be like, all right, well, I'm on an appointment right now, but give me 2 seconds. I'm going to call one of the team members, see if they can get you through the house. And we're always able to accommodate. So I would think you'd have more flexibility with the team and be serviced better. Yeah,
I took some extended vacations late summer, early fall last year, and I lined up my clients with another agent on our team, put us in a group chat. I let that agent know, hey, we've seen X, X, and X house. This is their criteria that they're looking for. I gave him every single bit of information that he would need to have a good relationship with these clients. They didn't look at anything while I was out of town, but he was set up for success.
Yesterday with this because I was on shift, and one of my clients wanted to see something that just came on, and I was able to call Dane, and Dane was able to show them to, and that even though the client knew that that was my shift day, and I was like, he's like, is there any way we can get into this? I was like, absolutely. We got plenty of team members, so we were able to accommodate that.
Yeah. So when we're busy with other things or jobs or family, we do have other agents on the team that can step in.
And that's the thing too with us with the team leads. We have each team lead works a different fire shift at the fire department, like we call them A, B, and C shifts. So when Dane's on, Tim and I are available to cover everything for everybody.
Yep.
When Tim's on, Dane and I are available, and then when I'm on, it seems like nobody's available. Or they give me some sass, but then all of a sudden they make themselves available.
Yeah, I can't make it easy on you.
No.
All right, myth 9. Teams are impersonal or too corporate.
I can definitely say that's definitely not us.
No.
What you see is what you get.
As you can tell.
Yeah.
Be yourself. You'll be a better agent if you're just being yourself.
Yeah, don't try and be. We've never been about the corporate structure or anything.
No.
And I think that's why all our clients turned into lifelong friends too.
Yeah, actually.
So, and like and repeat business also from them, which, that was never really something we were really concerned about. We just treat them like people and like their friends. And just like the other day, my one client, I've helped him buy his house, and I'm helping him sell it, and I helped his mom or his mother-in-law sell another house. But he's actually, kind of ironically, he's my neighbor now, and he was out there shoveling by hand the snow, and it was, he just looked miserable. So I had my snowblower, went, did my driveway, walked right over and just nailed his too real quick and stuff. And we were just laughing about, his house that we have in the market and everything. But like, he's, one of my good buddies now, and is going to actually, fix the color of my tattoo eventually.
Nice.
I know a little segue to that, but they're people too, and they have professions as well. But it's nice, they swear up and down by us. They're the greatest, real estate group there is. You got to use them. They're awesome.
Yeah, that is very. We're so used to wanting to help people from our first responder.
Yeah, I think that's why we're so good with the public and stuff, is because we see everybody at their worst days, and we just are really good with talking with the general public, and just like for housing and everything. It's just nothing's a life or death emergency. We're just very down to earth. Well, unfortunately, sometimes we're blunt on what we think, but people seem to appreciate that.
Well, and I've had every single client, and I tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm not a good fluff agent. I just give the truth, and they're like, good, that's what we want.
Yeah.
All right, myth 10. You flew through these.
That's because, dude, I'm a well of knowledge.
Well-oiled machine. Yeah. Real estate IV flinging machine. Mm-hmm. All right. Solo agent is better for complicated transactions.
I am going to argue that one, to the day I die, because they may have a network, but they definitely we have so many resources with our partners now.
Yeah.
We have everything from, the team lawyer, the real estate lawyer, title, our lender, our different inspection companies we partnered with, like the home warranty company. If there's anything, God forbid, I don't know the answer to, I know exactly who to call, and I can get you that answer in 2 minutes or less.
Yeah, resources.
So again, that's my biggest thing. Like, they only know what they've been exposed to as a solo agent.
Mm-hmm.
And they may, be able to reach out to their broker, but like I said, and I don't know if it was this video or the other one, some of these cloud-based brokers don't get back to you for at least 2 weeks or more.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
It's usually with the ticket that says, how do you rate your service, or our reply, and it's like, you never responded. So
there's been multiple times where I've been able to reach out to Keller, and they'll have me set up in a group chat or with a Zoom call within 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say there has not been a situation, and we've had some crazy stuff happen where we haven't been able to get an answer or direction in under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's always like, hey, I'll call you right back. Let me get the right people on the phone, and I'll come back with a game plan.
They're always great attitudes as well. I've never had sass from Keller.
No. It's usually laughter, like, oh my God, I can't believe you're going through that. And then they're like, okay, but this is what you got to do.
Yep.
So you have a majority of those clients. Now I think about it, you've been through quite a few.
I get the weird ones.
You do.
I attract the strange transactions. Stranger things. I think that's
Dane's one of those agents that will go into a bathroom stall and want to buy a house and put his number there, then shocked at the people that call.
Well, bars only.
Looking for a good house call.
Grungy bars only.
Yeah.
They're spending money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I think that kind of sums up a lot of the benefits to having a team. There's a couple of risks that you can run with a solo agent out there. It could be burnout. It could be time constraints. It could be lack of knowledge or experience.
And I'm not taking away from some of the, there are some solo,
and there's some bangers out there. Just absolute
Barbara
bangers.
Wilson comes to mind. I think of solo agents, and she's just got, or no, she has a team, I think now. But there are some solo agents that are just, killing it, and more power, power to them and stuff. Like, gosh, what's his name? I'm friends with. I was gonna give you a shout out, buddy. You're from Howard Hanna, and I can't even think about it. You live in Fox Meadows. Well,
I don't
you
know.
know who you are.
don't know.
Comment on this post because then I'll say yes. You're exactly what I'm talking about.
Sounds like Jared owes you lunch.
It does, because I just talked to him not too long ago because we were talking about landscape lighting. I was like, "This is who I used," and he contacted them. They were phenomenal. So
Well, the moment we shut the camera off, you'll
it
know.
will, because I'm going to go right over to my phone. Actually, you have my phone. Hold on a second. I apologize. As Dane's rambling, I will get you the appropriate.
This episode is brought to you by Another Cold Studio. Not the name of the studio. It's just cold in here.
Jason Parsons. I'm
Jason
sorry.
Parsons.
I'm sorry, Jason. Your name, I knew it was Jason something, but yeah. In case I don't know if you can see it, that's who I was talking about. He's a great solo agent. So never actually personally done a deal with him, but I know he does a ton of stuff. I've just chatted with him here and there, but like I said, not taking away from anything solo agents, but I know, like, as for me, for servicing my clients, it's a 9-day difference of what I was able to do as a solo agent to what I could do now with the resources of the team.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
All right, everybody, thanks for watching. I think that's going to wrap up today's filming.
Yeah, we're done. It's getting late and I got a showing.
Well, go show.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for watching.